Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Sherlock Holmes Crimes and Punishments. And we are probably making terrible decisions in tomb raiding. Because why wouldn't you? And we are going to see if we can manage to get a gold knife that we should definitely not touch.
This lamp is not old. The oil is still fresh. Perhaps Sir Rodney passed by here.
No, I do not think so. Remember, he went no further than the catacomb underneath the Frigidarium. The murderer left this lamp.
Aha. Quite interesting.
The golden knife of Mithras. A long-lost relic has resurfaced. Watson, it is time to conclude this case.
I told you we shouldn't have touched it.
Now, we should find another way of getting out of here.
Ah, these guys don't listen to me. Alright. Watson, I need you to let me back in. I'm going to open, I think it's this one. No. Okay. Okay. Once again, nope. First one, maybe? Gotta do this in stages. Gotta get Watson out of here. But how do I get Sherlock back through once Watson is out? Okay. Let's think this through. Watson needs to remain here for now. Ah. I meant to switch characters there. Then we switch. Because I know that the one of these opens the door Watson needs to go through. What was Watson's other switch over here? That one. Which will allow Holmes turn that one, which problematically doesn't help Watson here. This one doesn't help Watson. Okay, that's the one I was just looking at. this one is the exit, which would be fine if we had a method to get out. What I'm getting here is that we have to find a way to lock one of these doors somehow. No. Okay.
This mechanism seems inactive. Most likely the door it controls has already been opened.
Well, this is a path through.
Are we inside the hidden temple of Mithras, Holmes?
Okay. Nope. Okay, and then over to this one. Which gets Holmes to this one. Man, I could have left you for dead, good doctor. But I didn't. I do want to be Holmes when I leave this place, because why wouldn't I? That was a good puzzle. I got confused at some point in there. Okay. Okay. Secret was an important discovery, a metaphorical bomb. He could use it as a powerful means of annihilating anyone who stood in his way, that he alone might take the fame and glory. Blinkhorn is a deserving specialist who is aware that he is about to be cast aside over a major discovery, he will lose his chance of a lifetime. So we've got Blinkhorn with the ice knife, which is distinctly possible. Pitkin. Even if Pitkin is the owner of the baths, he will surely lose them, for this major discovery will change everything. It will turn the baths into a permanent excavation site to preserve the research. It will never achieve the commercial status that Pitkin desires. That's a motive. So it could be Pitkin with the ice knife, and then he would also have motive to destroy the recreation of the silver knife, which was made from the mold. And it'll absolutely ruin him to find out about the gold knife. Okay. We're gonna look at that one for now, but we'll come back to it in a second here. Let's see. Search the archives, 1980 or 1893, and then people that I can talk to. Okay. Presumably something in the news. 1893. Oop. Wrong. Rock of Gibraltar, explosion at Combs Pit. Ah, Bentcliffe's mummy. The great excavation of Aswan has taken over 3 years. Sir Rodney Bentcliffe directed the archaeological work. A mummy was found with an enucleated eye and posed in an unusual position. The right hand was tensed as if reaching out for something or to someone. The mummy was buried upright. She had been named the Desperate Mummy due to her very peculiar characteristics. Nearby could be read in Latin, "By the eye he was punished, for he saw what that he was not worthy." The mummy is believed to be Roman rather than Egyptian, as some symbols found in the tomb are common with the Merathic mysteries.
Here it is.
Yep,
By
linked
the
right
eye
back
he
to it.
was punished, for he saw that he was not worthy. Dreadful.
Interesting. Okay. I think that we need to return to Scotland Yard and talk to a few of our perps again. Take a quick drink of water. Not sure why it's trying to switch to keyboard and mouse on me. I must have bumped the mouse at some point. Anyways. Don't think that we've got any other... Yeah, nothing else in evidence.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation.
Mm-hmm. Have a few more
Perhaps
questions.
you could explain the cult of Mithras to me.
No, there is nothing to say. We are not the worthy ones.
But Sir Rodney believed that he was.
He was wrong. I have visions. The golden knife, the mummy. Oh, it's all my fault.
Calm down, Mr. Garrow.
What about the melted silver?
We discovered some melted silver in the brazier. Did you put it there?
It didn't help. The power is too strong.
Garrett was tortured by his obsession with the Mithras curse. he has been driven insane, a condition worsened by the medication he is taking, or Garrow is melancholic, he is a victim of over-medication, hence the hallucinations and unpredictable behavior. His state has been worsened by the shock of Sir Rodney's death. I'm gonna go with that one for now.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation.
Few more questions for you, man. Tell me about Mithras.
What can you tell me about Mithras?
Oh, so much. It was the core of our work. Why do you ask?
Were you seeking the golden knife?
I see you are an amateur. Yes, the golden knife was our grail. It is said that it bears the only text explaining the ritual of the cult of Mithras.
I understand. I read something about immortality.
A myth. The knife would provide immortality only to the worthy one, and yet it is cursed, and it would kill you if you are not initiated.
Ah, well then. You
Did
mean
you
this
expect
golden
to
knife?
find the golden knife at the baths?
Well, Sir Rodney thought that it might be there. Did you observe the knife representations there? They are so extraordinary, and we had hoped that... It is a tragedy that he has passed away, taking all of his secrets with him.
Well, not all
As soon
of
as
them.
I've been released, I will continue Sir Rodney's researches in his memory.
Mm-hmm.
We discovered some melted silver in the brazier. Did you put it there?
No. Silver, you say? No, I don't know how it got there.
Mm-hmm.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation.
I really think it's him.
The paintings in the baths are focused on Mithras, I understand.
Yes, they are what make this place remarkable.
And that is why Sir Rodney came here?
He believed that the golden knife, which is an ancient ritual item, was hidden somewhere around the baths. I admit that it would be wonderful if it were true.
And you are not concerned by the reputation of this artifact?
You mean the curse? Before someone is dead, it is a blessing. After they are dead, well, then it becomes a curse.
Well, someone is dead, so...
Some melted silver was found inside the steam room brazier. Do you know where it came from?
Silver? No.
Found and utilized all clues. So. Garrow could have been driven insane. I don't think that's the case. I sincerely don't think he did it. Blinkhorn could have a bruised ego and his research being taken from him. I don't think that's it either. I think it's Pitkin. I'm sticking with this answer. I think that he used an ice knife after stealing the notes and then the silver weapon was made by the victim for the purpose of showing, like, hey, I found this mold. This is proof we're on the right track. Pitkin was humiliated by Sir Rodney and so devised a plan to first eliminate him and then open the baths for business. He believed that the mystery of the murder would attract the public. Pitkin was a legitimate owner of the baths and Sir Rodney was about to take over the rights. If Bentcliffe had accepted the compromise, Pitkin would not have killed him. I mean, he committed murder. I'm going with it. I'm locking that in. I'm not going to look at other
Why
options.
did you
This
bring
is
me
it.
here? I saw that you released the others.
Sir Gregory, I would ask that you listen carefully to what I'm intending to reveal to Inspector Lestrade. You murdered Sir Rodney Bentcliffe in cold blood and you did it for money.
Money
What?
indeed.
No, that's not true.
I am afraid that it is. The ingenious ghost weapon that you used only served to prove the premeditation.
You're insane.
It was a spectacular felony, one that intrigued the police and encouraged the press. Scandal is an excellent means of bringing the public's attention to your baths. And eventually, of course, it brought me too.
Of course.
You have it all wrong.
Well, I didn't expect you to possess much in the way of courage. May you be a fraction more inspired before you meet the hangman. Farewell, Sir Gregory.
Yeah, I sincerely believe that's the right choice. We'll review later. Yep, that's fine. So far, we are a justice seeker. And the next chapter, the Abbey Grange Affair.
The game is afoot, not a word. Into your clothes and come. I'll wait for you in the sitting room. I've just received a note from Inspector Lestrade, a letter from the suburbs. He is in need of my presence. Whenever he has asked for my assistance, it has always turned out to be entirely justified. I fancy that every one of his cases has found its way into your collection.
Yes, they all seem worthy of...
However, I regret your fatal habit of looking at everything from the point of view of a story instead of a scientific exercise.
Oh, Holmes, you...
Uh-huh.
I beg your pardon, I digress. It would be much better to examine this letter than to try to convince you.
Huh. Holmes, why are you looking at a strange woman through the window?
I agree with you, Toby, that Watson's shoe is preferable to Mrs. Hudson's cold cuts.
The letter is on the table, Holmes. You should take a look.
This is where I keep my post.
Letter is on the table. You should take a look. Which table? Oh, you mean the desk?
I can tell from Lestrade's handwriting that he was in a hurry when he wrote this letter. The Brackenstall family coat of arms.
Rather interesting.
A wax seal with the monogram E.B.
Brackensteel. My dear Mr. Holmes, I should be very glad of your immediate assistance in what promises to be a most remarkable case. It is something quite in your line. Except for releasing the lady, I will see that everything is kept exactly as I have found it. But I beg you not to lose an instant, as it is difficult to leave Sir Eustace there. Yours faithfully, Inspector Lestrade.
So, what is it, Holmes?
Promising, as always, it appears to be a case of murder.
So you believe that Sir Eustace is dead?
I should say so. Lestrade wouldn't have sent for me for less. His writing shows considerable agitation, and he is not an emotional man. These people belong to high society. The quality of the writing paper, the E.B. monogram, their coat of arms. The crime was committed before midnight.
Holmes, how can you possibly tell?
Well, it is all thanks to Lestrade. He wrote his letter at 3:30 in the morning. Imagine the chain of events before that. The local police had to be called in. Scotland Yard was notified. Lestrade himself had to make haste there, and finally compose the letter he sent to me. All of that makes for a fair night's work.
It makes sense. Lestrade also speaks of the woman he released.
That seems to indicate that she had been held somewhere during the crime. Much time has been wasted. Let us find a cab and go to Abbey Grange immediately. I live in hope of an interesting morning.
Okay. Okay. What do we got as a trophy? Okay, so this is the Chronicle. Souvenir, we got the Silver Knight. We've only got a small handful of people left to meet.
This is where I keep my post.
Alright, well, we should be off with as much haste as possible. Yeah, we don't have any clues yet. So, with nothing to go on, we will simply get at it.
Ah, Mr. Holmes and Dr. Watson, here you are. I'm very glad that you have come, but perhaps I should not have troubled you after all.
And why is that?
Lady Brackenstall has come to her senses, and she has given so clear an account of the affair that there is not much left for us to do. You remember that Lewisham gang of burglars?
What, the three Randalls?
Exactly. The father and two sons. It's their work. They stole a silver service, which is of great value.
Sir Eustace Brackenstall is dead, then?
Yes. His head was knocked in with his own poker.
A violent act of aggression.
Yes, the poor lady. She has had a most dreadful experience. She was assaulted and tied to a chair. But I think that you would best see her and hear her account of the facts. She's in the morning room with her maid, Teresa Wright.
Where is the body of the deceased?
In the dining room. We haven't touched anything.
Ah,
All right.
good man.
I'm going to examine it.
Very good, Watson.
And I shall go talk to the lady.
Sir Warthen Brackenstall. Lord George Brackenstall.
Lady Brackenstall awaits you in the morning room.
Lord Brigham Brackenstall.
Brigham Brackenstall.
Lord Ramsay Brackenstall.
Brigham Brackenstall is one hell of a name.
Baron Lyndon Brackenstall. The Brackenstall family seems rather austere.
Indeed. Hello, lady.
Ladies, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm assisting Inspector Lestrade in this investigation.
She got her clock
Mr.
cleaned.
Holmes, I am the
Youch.
wife of Sir Eustace Brackenstall. We were married only a year ago.
I am sorry for your loss. Please accept my deepest condolences.
I suppose that it is no use my attempting to conceal that our marriage has not been a happy one. I fear that all would tell you that, even if I were to attempt to deny it.
Just making sure. Australian. Alright. Lots of stuff from Australia. We're having a lot of Australian stuff in our adventure today. Old bruises all over her hands. Not the kind of thing suits a ladyship. Alright, what am I missing here? Oop. Pale cheeks.
Can you describe to me the events of yesterday evening?
Is it really necessary? I have already told Inspector Lestrade all that happened.
Yes, madam, it is.
I will tell you then. Sir Eustace retired about 10:30. I sat in this room until after 11, absorbed in a book. Before I went upstairs, I entered the dining room to fetch a candle and... oh God.
Please, go on.
As I approached the French window, I found myself face to face with an elderly, broad-shouldered man who had just stepped into the room. Close behind the first man, I saw two others. One of them struck me a savage blow with his fist and felled me unconscious to the ground.
And then?
When I came to myself, I found that they had secured me tightly to a dining room chair. It was at that instant my unfortunate husband entered the room.
He fought with the intruders?
Yes, I think he had heard them, for he was holding his stick. But they were 3, and he eventually succumbed. One of them, the elder one, struck him a terrible blow with the poker. I fainted once more. When I opened my eyes, they had withdrawn. Then my brave Teresa came to my assistance.
This, I believe, is also one of the short stories.
Did these 3 villains steal anything?
Yes, I found that they had taken the silver from the sideboard, but you can see for yourself in the dining room.
You mentioned that your marriage was not a happy one. Was there anything specific that was troubling you?
He was not a nice man when he was drunk, and he suffered from dark moods, but nothing else.
The bruises on your hands are at least 1 week old. Your husband caused those bruises?
How do you... Yes, he did. He was very angry at the time. Out of control. Again.
Yep.
Sir Eustace was a drunkard. To be tied to such a man for life is worse than death.
Worse than death, you
Your
say?
ladyship? Teresa, I would like to hear your testimony.
Certainly, sir.
Uh-huh. Wrinkles. Old. Caring. Okay. Coffee stains. What am I missing and where? Nope. Working hands. She's been using her hands for a long time.
As I sat by my bedroom window, I saw 3 men in the moonlight down by the lodge gate. But I thought nothing of it at the time. Oh, if I'd known.
And then?
I went to bed, and it was more than an hour after that I heard my mistress scream.
Uh-huh.
And down I ran, to find her tied to the chair and him on the floor with his head smashed. That's all I know.
I'm sure it is. And not a single thing more.
These scratches are most definitely made by the picture frame. This is Sir Eustace's safe. There may be something important inside. I must ask Lady Brackenstall to open it. This photograph of Lady Brackenstall and her maid Teresa was taken at a port, but which one?
Interesting. Any noteworthy features?
So the lady and her
Gibraltar
maid came from Australia a year and a half ago on this ship.
Yoink, you didn't need that picture, right? What are memories? Let's
Lady
ask about that.
Brackenstall, could you open this wall safe?
No, it is my husband's safe. I do not know the combination.
We have to open it. Your ladyship?
Well, that's about all the time we have in this episode. So we're going to wrap it up here. If you're enjoying the series, there is a playlist on the channel for these videos, as well as playlist for everything else that I've played in the past. If you want to keep up with what I'm doing, I put out videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday at this point. You can subscribe, ring the notification bell if you want to see when videos come out. Thanks so much for coming along on the adventure, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.